Hi, my name's Faith Turley, and I'm a senior goalkeeper for the Lakeland women's soccer team. I'm double majoring in education and Broadfield social studies, and I'm from Lincoln, Illinois, too.
Okay, awesome. What brought you to Lakeland?
I would say the promise and aspect of being able to still play soccer throughout my 4 years here, being able to play the sport that I've always loved and grown up playing, and also having my majors and being able to pursue my education and get my degree in teaching for a long-term plan.
What would be your long-term plan? What career aspirations? Do you want to keep playing soccer, just like recreationally after? Or?
Yeah, so definitely it would be nice to still play recreational, play adult leagues and stuff. Main goal with soccer though now I would say is to coach once I get to a high school that I can find and teach at. And long-term plans would be to teach high school age history or social studies classes, maybe some psychology classes in there. But then also possibly teaching for Department of Defense along the way somewhere, teaching on military bases. I think that would be a really cool opportunity. So.
Nice. What is your favorite part about being at Lakeland?
Say the people I've met, honestly. My teammates, I know every morning when we wake up for 6:30 a.m. practices, I know we're going to be joking around, having a good time, working hard, and just all the people I met, my roommates that I met that are on softball, just honestly everyone, in programs and classes, just working at the daily grind, being able to meet everyone and find new friends and cement those relationships I'll have for a lifetime is just really the best part, I would say, of Lakeland.
Okay. Now, what's your favorite part about just soccer in general? Not necessarily soccer here at Lakeland, but just soccer.
I would say my teammates and the competitiveness of it. I think we push each other every day, but at the end of the day, they're there to support you. They're there to be, you don't have to be best friends with them, but they're there to support you and love you and just give you that encouragement on and off the field, whether it be in a class or if you have a hard exam or just life in general. They're always there for you, but we're always competitive on the field too, and just pushing each other to be the best us that we can be is probably my favorite part of it.
Nice. What I don't think you mentioned before, but what positions do you play? What you're goalie,
Yep.
But do you do anything else?
This season I've been goalkeeper. The last 3 seasons I've played defense. I played up top for forward, midfield, defensive mid. I've kind of been all over the place for Lakeland, I would say, and I was for high school and youth level too. So I really can play wherever the coaches want to put me, but I'm primarily a goalkeeper, so that's my main position.
So it sounds like you have a lot of experience playing soccer. When did you start playing soccer, and how did that come to be? Did your parents play soccer, or was it kind of your decision to get into soccer?
Yeah, so my parents had no idea about the sport at all. My dad had to take a bunch of coaching classes so he could figure out how to coach us whenever I started. But I started at 4 or 5, and in my hometown we started to get a club team. So the head coach there, Tim, he started this team up, and I played co-ed all through 8th grade. So I ended up playing with all the guys there. Absolutely loved it. I just started playing it and just absolutely fell in love with it. It was so much fun. All my friends did it, so that probably was pretty much just why I got into it. I started with indoor soccer and then went into outdoor and then to traveling, and it was just the most fun I ever had, and some of my greatest friends came from those teams too. So I started around 4 or 5 and then played ever since, so.
That's dedication.
Yeah, definitely put in my years, yeah.
Okay, what has been your biggest challenge? Have there been injuries that you've had throughout your career? Has there just been some mental health issues that you've faced because of playing soccer and because of college? Have there been any struggles at all?
I would say really honestly kind of falling back onto my earlier statement of just the competitiveness of the team would be just knowing that you always have to put your best foot forward, always working hard to strive, because there's 20 some other girls out there that want that same position as you, or want like to be on the field, have that playing time. So honestly, like, biggest obstacle is always just showing up for yourself and showing up for your teammates too, and being able to work your hardest to like continuously earn that spot, because no spot's ever guaranteed. So just always working hard for that would probably be like the biggest obstacle, because it's a constant obstacle.
Do you feel a lot of pressure because of that?
I feel like, yeah, sometimes, definitely. I'm definitely one of those people too that like will get in my head more too with it. So I feel like just like always like not always like comparing myself to others, but always knowing that there's like that person that's right there too with you, that's striving and working just as hard as you. So just always thinking about that, and like being conscious of like the effort I'm putting in, the hard work I'm putting in too, and that they're putting in. So
okay, now we'll drift a little bit away from soccer, and just like personal life. Is there anything like that you like to do, like hobbies and stuff, that's not related to soccer and not related to like school at all?
Yeah, so I'm always hanging out with my friends. Usually if I'm not on the field, like I'm always with either my roommates or like different friends that I've made that are like in history with me, or they're in whatever other things that I'm in, like billiards club and that kind of stuff. I'm always like chilling out with them. I like to like read and write and draw too. And then also like I did dance since I was 3, so like I'll do that as well. But other than that, like I'm usually just like out and about and like going on like whatever adventures I can find, because I like cannot sit still for the life of me. So I'm always on the move, whether that be like with my friends or just like with one of them, just like going around, like going on a Target run just to see what the dollar section has, or going to Starbucks. But usually I'm just like out and about and just walking around, seeing who I can run into and seeing what all I can do with people. So
okay, this is something we asked Bailey, but do you have any weird food combinations that you love?
I don't know. I actually talked to Bailey about this. I don't know. I know. Okay, so like last night, Bailey was definitely giving me crap because I was dipping my pizza in Parmesan cheese. So I feel like, I don't know if that's like necessarily a weird combo, but I know I was getting crap from that. So probably that. Or just like plain noodles with Parmesan. Like, that's probably like my weirdest things. I don't know. Bailey was very appalled when I was dipping my pizza in that, so I don't know. Maybe that's it.
Well, that's not too weird, but it probably is like not a very well liked one.
Yeah, like she just like looked at me from the couch and was like, "What are you dipping that in?" And I was like, "Parmesan." She was like, "I can't with you right now." I was like, "Sorry."
Last question. This is another one we asked Bailey, but since you are a senior now and you're kind of, making your way out, you have all this experience being in college and playing a sport, which is extremely difficult to manage. What words of advice would you give, freshmen and sophomores and juniors as they go through the years in this sport and this crazy life?
I would say honestly, like, don't forget to just like sit back for a little bit and like relax and just enjoy like the moments that you're in, because it definitely, like, from junior to senior year especially, has gone so fast. Like I feel like each year has just progressively gone faster. So just soak it all in and enjoy every little moment. There's going to be tough games, there's going to be tough exams or classes or issues with different people around campus, but just enjoy every aspect of all of it and all the college and soccer or whatever sport you play has to offer, honestly.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.